Alright my fighters, so today we are going to talk about the new mechanic Indestructible, and I will give you my opinion about how good it is and how it compares to Revival and Endurance, and let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. Now before we start, don't forget to subscribe my channel if you haven't already to stay notified with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends, and if you enjoy the video make sure to hit that like button and share the video with your friends. And without any further ado, let's just get started. So first of all, what is the new mechanic Indestructible? Well, it is basically being able to survive a combo no matter what the opponent do until the combo is over. Then after that you restore a certain percentage of your HP and you continue the fight. So this is pretty much a middle ground between the Revival and the Endurance. It has basically both of them in itself, and it has some of the advantages and some of the disadvantages, and that's why I wanted to compare it to the Revival and the Endurance. So in my opinion, the Indestructible is just a glorified Endurance, and it is glorified because it is better than Endurance. However, it's not better than Revival, and I will come to that later on, but the fact that you are going to be basically getting hit and the opponent isn't going to be cut from their combo at all until they finish their own combo, that is a big problem. Now why is that a big problem? While yes, your character isn't going to die, and yes, they are losing their ki if they are going to use more and more cards, the opponent can actually use that time to be able to reduce the ability of you being able to counter him before he can change his character. So if you don't know, once the Indestructible pops up, the opponent can't change their character. So one of the main reasons for why the opponent is going to continue their combo, if they can, of course, if they have enough ki to do so, is because they don't want you to be able to basically put them in a prison alone without being able to change their character. That might be deadly for their character that is locked in. So that is one of the reasons, and that is one of the disadvantages as well, because you can't do that obviously unless your opponent doesn't have enough ki or enough cards to do so. However, the other reason, and the main reason in my opinion, is the fact that your opponent can actually farm their Rising Rush. They can use more and more cards until they finish all of their cards, and at some point these cards are going to have Dragon Balls, and maybe they actually manage to get that last Dragon Ball before they finish their combo, and at that point they got the Rising Rush, and that is going to be very bad for you because they were able to farm their Rising Rush while they are doing this combo to you, while you were actually in the Indestructible state. So that is another big problem for that. Now what are the advantages? The advantages are the fact that it cannot be nullified like Endurance, because Endurance gets nullified. And one more thing is that it doesn't pop up and then it restores some of your HP like Endurance, and then they can continue the combo and kill you in the same exact combo. So these two things are very good for it. These are the advantages, and as I said before, the first ones are the disadvantages. Now how does it compare to the Revival and Endurance? In my opinion, the worst mechanic between these three is easily Endurance. Like easily. You don't have anything that helps you in it. When it can be nullified, and like 99% if not 100% of the new Legends Limited characters and Ultra characters can nullify Endurance on their ultimate, and some of them can nullify it on other attacks as well. So that is a major disadvantage for the Endurance. This might be actually one of the reasons to why they introduced Indestructible, just to say that okay, Endurance is dead in the game right now, we have to find something else that works like Endurance but is better. And the second problem is the fact that even if they don't actually nullify your endurance, they can still continue their combo until they kill you. They literally can continue their combo until they kill you. Even if you reduce their ki on the revival of the endurance, when your endurance pops up, they can change the character and continue their combo. If their character can recover ki, they can change to it and continue their combo until they kill your character. So that is another major disadvantage for endurance. The only advantage for it is the fact that your character isn't going to die from a Rising Rush unless the character has nullification on activation of the Rising Rush. So basically like Vegeta Blue and Gogeta Blue, the Ultra ones, can actually nullify endurance on using the Rising Rush. So this is the only advantage for endurance. Other than that, I think that everything about it is basically disadvantages. Now the second one, or the one in the middle in my opinion, is Indestructible. Indestructible, as I said before, is basically a middle ground between revival and endurance. It has some of the good things about revival and it has some of the good things about endurance, and then it has the bad things about them as well. So it is going to be basically allowing you to survive the combo no matter what. No matter what your opponent is going to do, it cannot be nullified, at least for now. Because just like how they gave us one character that can nullify revival, and I really don't understand why they didn't bring another character, but they did give us a character that nullifies revival. I believe that at some point we are going to get a character that can nullify Indestructible as well, which is going to be kinda against the point of Indestructible, but whatever, I guess we will see. We will see if they do it, if they will do it or not. But it cannot be nullified at this moment, at the point I am actually making this video. And that is a great thing about it. Even if they rush you, even if they have endurance nullification, whatever they have, they can't actually nullify your indestructible state, which is very good. That is actually the main good thing about it. However, as I said before, the problem is that your opponent can continue their combo, whether you are dead or not. They can continue their combo until they finish their combo, which means that they can farm Rising Rushes and they can buy themselves time so that they can change their character and they won't be looked in and be in that deadly situation for their character. So these are the two major disadvantages of this mechanic. And in my opinion, the best mechanic between these three is easily the revival one. The revival is just it's just perfect. Like, it has everything you need in it. When your character will stay alive until it dies, even if its health becomes when, it will stay alive until it dies. 2, once it dies, it dies. It doesn't allow your opponent to be able to actually continue their combo or do something else. It cuts them mid combo. It cuts them and it activates the animation, the revival animation, which means that you have now the chance to be able to basically run away or attack, counter attack, or do something like that. So you can see that it is way better than both endurance and revival, and there is literally nothing bad about it, like seriously, other than the fact that they tend to make these characters very squishy because of the fear that if they make actually a revival character tanky, it's going to be very bad. It might be actually a problem for the opponent to be able to kill that character. Other than that, there is literally nothing about the mechanic itself that is actually bad. It cannot be cancelled. There is only one character right now in the game that can cancel revival, and that character is just in the garbage right now, so there is nothing that can cancel your revival. However, there are characters like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta who can actually benefit a lot from popping up your revival. He can actually restore 20% HP, get 50% permanent damage inflicted, and he can recover 4 Dragon Balls. This is the main thing about his kit that makes him incredibly broken against revival characters, because he can literally rush you and gain his rush back. This is how broken his kit is against revival characters. Anyways, other than that, against the mechanic itself, to try to nullify it, there isn't actually anything that is relevant right now in the meta that can nullify it, and therefore it literally has zero disadvantages, like literally zero disadvantages. One, it saves you. Two, it makes your character even better than what it was before. It doesn't leave it the same, it makes it better. And three, it cuts your enemy mid combo, which means that they can't actually continue their combo to buy themselves some time or to farm Rising Rush. So in my opinion, the best one is, as I said before, the Revival, the second one is the Indestructible, and the third one is the Endurance. Now let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below, and I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video of Dragon Ball Legends.